Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Zanster and Guru on Prion Terraces. Alright, in the top side of Prion Terraces, we have the blue Zerg player representing true esport. It is Guru. This used to be Team Extreme Supremacy, but as of December 26th of the previous year, 2015, they did change their name to True Esport according to Liquipedia, and that's what I will call them from now on. And in the bottom side of Prion Terraces, we have, representing Team Property, the red Zerg player, it is Zanster. This is the second game between these guys on my channel. Game number 1 was on, I want to say, it was a Ruins of Ceres. That was a crazy ZVZ, a lot of back and forth action, a lot of lost hatcheries, a lot of roach and lurker play. I hope to see more of that in this game. And again, spoiler alert, this game does not end in 3 minutes after a Baneling hit wipes out 16 of Zanster's lings. No, this game is going to go beyond that stage into the more exciting parts of Zerg versus Zerg, which is what I try to bring you on my channel. I know that doesn't help the Zerg players who are watching figure out how to handle Ling Baneling, but you know what, there are a lot of tutorials out there that deal with how to handle the early game for Zerg. So go ahead and watch those. Check out Loco if you haven't. It's Loco TV on YouTube, a really good guy, very informative on that kind of thing. I'll put a link to him, I guess, in the description of the video, or again, just search for Loco TV on YouTube. Looks like a hatch coming out for Zanster here at the gold. Guru, meanwhile, taking the safer expansion here at the regular mineral patches, just right outside of his main base. Both players are getting spawning pools and those hatcheries, and we're turning into more of a macro-style opening, absolutely, 100% for sure. If it was a one-base play here, both players would be very hard-pressed to hold this out, because their spawning pools are just finishing. Whereas a one-basing Zerg can get that pool out and it'd be done, ready to go. Lings would be across the map, and it could be difficult to hold off. However, a really good Zerg player can handle that, no problem. And so maybe these players feel safe enough without even really scouting all that much to go for that hatch first type play. Overlord from Guru heading on down will spot this hatchery, I have to believe. Let's see, yes, that site is really very nice for that Overlord. Sees the hatchery, sees the amazing spread of drones coming in on that gold base. And Guru at this point has two options. He can go in there and try to kill that base as fast as he can, or he might even think about taking a third hatchery of his own to respond economically to this gold that Zanster has been able to take. Both players getting 2 queens, both players getting a speed, continuing to make lings here is Zanster. He can afford to do this. He can afford to produce drones and lings at the same time. Ling versus ling action, turning around and chasing, never mind. Guru's lings are coming on in, but are met by another pair from Zanster. And they're going to do a bit of a ring around their Rosie here. The queen pops out to help with things, and yeah, these lings will just be scouting lings from this point on. Same with this pair. There's no way they're going to be able to kill much of anything. Now with this queen at the top of the ramp, spiting away at them, another queen trying to kill that weakened one, and one's going to fall. Yes, one does fall, but the other ling gets on into the main base here, going to check things on out. He's going to try to kill himself a drone, but no, the queen takes him out, no problem. These 2 lings do manage to stay alive, so a little bit better control there from Guru. And heading on up north. Queen popping on in, a Baneling nest up, and a Roach Warren on the way. So Zanster getting both a Roach Warren and a Baneling nest. Meanwhile, I don't think Guru got that Baneling nest. Looks like he skipped it entirely. Went right for those roaches. So he might have just a pure Roach army here in the early game. Whereas it looks like a Roach Baneling Ling type army from Zanster, which can be nice. A few Baneling hits on the front lines can really weaken up the roaches for your opponent and let your roaches do much more effective work against them. And anyway, yes, Guru heading on back home. An evolution chamber right here at the front door. A pretty big swell of lings coming across the map here from Zanster. They do have speed. They're a little bit scary. They're going to try to run up this ramp and see what mischief that they can cause. And the answer is maybe catch a single roach. And they do catch a single roach. There's no way he's going to live. Bam! Explodes. These 2 queens are in great position. This queen, however, if it gets surrounded, it's going to be in a bit of trouble. Instead, actually, it looks like we're going for workers here. Now getting us around on one of the queens. Banelings rolling on in, trying to catch that group of drones. Does catch a couple of them, but not as big a hit as Zanster was hoping for there. 4 drones did end up falling. 32 to 34 workers now. Zanster is in the lead. And again, this gold income is helping him immensely. Look at this, about 1,200 to 900 compared to his blue Zergy opponent. And again, his third hatch is now up as well. So Zanster is in a great position. Guru really needs to get his roaches across the map and start killing stuff, or this is going to snowball out of control very, very quickly. Guru does have more workers right now. He's definitely droning up behind this, but he's starting to get oversaturated here. He needs to take another base, and he is taking a hatchery there at the gold. +1 missile attack and glial reconstitution on the way for Guru, and Zanster's also researching that +1 missile attack, getting roach of his own, and getting up a lair. Lair already here for Guru. Overlord getting spined down by these queens. The queens really want to take him out of the air. Roach is in a defensive position here, taking another gas. Is that his third? It's his third extractor on the way. Yes, yes, indeed it is. Hatchery about 40% complete. Both players continuing just to macro up, getting hatcheries, getting layers, getting roaches, getting +1 missile attack, and glial reconstitution. Creep spread is not fantastic for either player, but again, that just gives a speed bonus to your opponent as they want to run across the map towards you. And so sometimes players in ZVs don't even bother really with the creep spread all that much. Zanster is morphing in Overseer. And here comes that roach push from Guru. I just think it's a little bit too late. There's already roaches here from Zanster. They are ready to go. They'll have queen support. The queen might have enough energy for a transfuse if she's lucky. But actually running back home here are these roaches. And Overseer getting a nice scout, seeing this base, seeing the timing on it, when it's going to actually pop up. Also recognizing the evolution chamber is moderately quivering, which means it's being researched, which I guess is kind of obvious. There's an evolution chamber in a ZVZ. There definitely should be some upgrades going. And here come the roaches. Overlord scouting them immediately. I guess this guy caught a glimpse of them as well as they were coming across the map. Not much you can do about that. And here come the roaches. Great concave from Zanster, but moving on in forward here is Guru. More roaches spawning at just the last seconds, enough to turn the tide, force Guru back. His own reinforcements join in the retreat. And roaches coming around the left side here. Possibly going to try for a bit of a pincer attack. No, they're all coming over to this left side. Overlord again, perfect scout from Zanster. And ZBZ, do this, man. Put your overlords out in the middle of stinking nowhere, and they will scout for you more effectively than almost anything else, because not much can shoot up in the early stages of ZVZ. You don't have to worry about losing them. All right, small group of roaches from that right side, small group from the left side, getting chased back on the right, getting chased back on the left. Why is Guru just waiting for more? How many? He's got 34 roaches to 31. Zanster is a little bit down in that regard, but again, defender's advantage is going to help him immensely here. Oh, roaches! No, no, no! Oh no! I feel like they were on rally and just ended up getting acid saliva to death. Fourth base coming up for Zanster, and retreating once again is Guru. Does not want to lose his roaches in a huge battle, and I can't necessarily say that I blame him. Ravagers are getting morphed in for Zanster. Pneumatized Carapace on the way for Zanster at the same time. And +2 missile attack being researched by both of these players. Creep spread now starting to get a little bit interesting here for Guru. Pooping some creep, just a bit of a creep highway between this second base and this fourth base. And here we come again. Now just going for more of a frontal attack. Overlord dodge! Oh, not enough. The Overlord does end up falling. That's actually kind of hilarious. Overseer, again, perfect scout on everything that is going on inside the base. There's not much to see. There's a Roach Warren. I mean, there's no Spire. There's no extra tech you need to worry about. More Corrosive Bile thrown down and doesn't hit much of anything. Bit of a misclick there, I think, by Guru. I think he's waiting possibly for his +2 to... No, oh, that was a weird glitch. It looked like it hadn't even started yet. Maybe waiting for his +2 attack to complete. Both players dodge, dodge, dodge. Glial Reconstitution, really good for making those roaches able to dodge those Corrosive Biles without much issue at all. It is now 57 to 59 harvesters against Zanster's on this 4 base. Fourth base for Guru just about to finish, not quite there yet. Zanster does see it coming up and knows the exact timing on that as well. Coming down the left side, Guru maybe trying to make something happen with this left side here. Getting cut off though by Zanster. His own roaches coming on in, getting more of a concave and forcing Guru back once again. Guru feeling very, I want to say, conservative in this game. Overlord ends up falling to the Corrosive Bile. And when I said nothing much can shoot up, not really much can shoot up. I guess those technically shoot down with the Corrosive Bile. But it does actually kill Overlords just the same. Hits air and ground units, ground targets in that area. +2 missile attack about to finish for about the same time for both of these players here. Yeah, within the next 15 seconds for both. Corrosive Bile narrowly dodged there by that Overlord. More Corrosive Bile being thrown down and dodged. And it looks like, I'm not sure if anybody's going to fully commit here. It looks like anytime anybody loses 1 or 2 roaches, they just kind of back on out. Now +2 is finished for both of these guys. They're both feeling very confident. And now getting the concave. A lot of the roaches in the back here are not actually attacking for Guru. Corrosive Biles getting thrown down and not hitting much of anything at all. It looks like if Zanster can kill this hatch, he might be in a good spot. Spending some time doing some DPS on that hatchery while he is here might not be a bad idea. But at this point, I have no idea who is winning. More reinforcing roaches coming in for Zanster. Production tab shows nothing but roaches for both of these guys. Corrosive Biles whipping mostly. Moving forward, though, is Zanster trying to get that concave that he needs. Corrosive Bile actually making some sort of hits here. And Zanster suddenly losing this match, or this particular attack here. Zanster coming in with more roaches from the south side. and forcing it to retreat, not liking the terms of those engagement. Guru saves his 4th base and just waits for a little bit here. Sending out a small expeditionary force there. Roaches and Ravagers are fighting against more Roaches and more Ravagers. +1 Carapace now on the way for Zanster. Small attack here. Are these Roaches? Yeah, Drop Lords. Using Roaches to try to get inside the main base, but Guru's response is on the nose. Corrosive Bile trying to kill those guys, but they're a little bit too fast for that, I believe. Roaches, Ravagers here might want to turn in. Yes, they do catch a couple of Roaches out of position, a little bit too eager there. A small group of Roaches and a Ravager waiting for these Overlords to drop their cargo. But Zanster's not really planning on doing that. I think it was just more of a kind of a decoy to try to bring Guru away from this base so we can try to kill it. Oh, it is down to 100 hit points, and he's going to finish it off for sure. Here come the Roaches, a couple more shots. Bam! Base ends up falling. And should he retreat? Yeah, he's going to retreat here and trying to drop some more of those Roaches. Not going to happen, unfortunately, for Zanster, but killing the 4th is exactly what he wanted to do. Has a 5th base of his own coming up. He has to feel very happy about that. His +1 Carapace is going to come up before Guru's is. And again, keeping this group of Roaches and Ravagers inside the main base in exchange for, I guess, a fairly large group of Roaches here. I don't really know if it's worth it for Guru. Anyway, Lurker Den on the way for both players. Hydras being morphed in by Guru. Single Overseer on the way for Zanster. And the Roaches are heading back up. It's 199 to 192 total supply. Zanster is not in the lead there. He only has 57 Harvesters compared to 55 for Guru. He's not ahead there either, but the number of hatcheries that he has, the ability that he has to mine additional minerals is just really fantastic. Another inject here from the Queen would be nice, but big old battle right here. Guru has a lot of Roaches and a lot of Ravagers. Zanster forced to pull on back once again, and can he? The Queens end up popping a couple of the Drop Lords before they can drop many of their Roaches, but the Queens are standing in, transfusing themselves, desperately trying to stay alive. Are they all going to fall here? The Roaches might be able to take them down, and yes. Yes, indeed they do. Another Scald Mulker for Roaches getting dealt with here by Guru, and Guru cleaning up the Roaches that killed his Queens. 4 of them do manage to escape inside a Drop Lord. Overseer again in the air, just hanging out. Quick pause there for Guru, and Zanster says, go ahead when you're ready. Mining here is Zanster, and also he has Guru has his 4th base back. So he reconstructed that very, very early after losing it. Infestation Pit on the way for Guru. Zanster's Lurker Den just about to finish, as well as Guru's. And more Roaches on the way for Zanster. So just doing the dance. A few Hydras mixed in here. I think maybe they'll be turned into Lurkers rather than Hydras. This is another, man, these Roaches, these hit squad and this Roach, just amazing. Going after Hydras. Bam, killing a Hydra. That can't be a Lurker now. However, they are all going to fall. The reinforcing Roach count is just way, way too high. But again, Zanster keeping Guru inside his own base. Guru hasn't really been super aggressive thus far in this game, and I think maybe that's about to change as he has a pretty big army coming on in here. +2, +1, +2, +1 for both of these players. Meaning the upgrades are not really an advantage for anybody right now. Zanster has a small group of Lurkers on the left side, which Guru's going to bypass entirely and head on up to this area. More Corrosive Bile being thrown down. Pa, pa, pa. What is this? Roaches, Hydra's Infestation Pit. I believe Guru's Infestation Pit is already complete. This base is trying to get some static defense here with Spine Crawlers. And the Spine Crawler does pop out. Is that enough to actually kill these Roaches? I don't think that it is. Lurkers for Guru burrowing inside this gold base that is completely mined out. Going to try to kill this Queen nonetheless. And the Queen was going to survive until it walked right back on in there. But big attack by Zanster versus Guru. Corrosive Bile is thrown down. Zanster does not care. Moving right on in. Some Roaches from the backside for Guru. Killing a bunch of stuff. Taking hits from Lurkers. Getting absolutely massacred there by those Spines. Drawing back to the safety of the Lurkers, moving the Lurkers forward once again. No kills on those Lurkers, but again, doing extra damage to Armored, which is what Roaches are, is exactly what they need to be doing here. Small group of Ravagers, or Lurkers rather, trying to come on in. There's no Overseer here yet. There is the Overseer, and all of the Lurkers get cleaned up without doing really too much damage. I'm not sure if that was worth it entirely for Guru. 11,200 minerals lost for Guru. 3,800 gas, 13,000 minerals, 4,700 gas lost for Zanster. So looks like Zanster's been on the losing side more often than not here. As far as resources lost goes, Corrosive Bile very good against Lurkers because again they can't move to dodge it. And so a few Corrosive Biles getting on in there can absolutely kill one. Muscular Augments on the way for Guru. And Zanster is continuing to make Lurkers and Roaches. Both players pretty much maxed out. Guru at 180, but he's got 10 Roaches in production and 2 Hydras. Should get back up to that 200 level sooner rather than later. So here we are at the 15-minute mark. Both players have kind of marked out their stakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases now for Zanster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already up here for Guru. 49 to 51 Harvesters. Zanster really doesn't want to go anywhere near that 60 Harvester mark. He really wants to use that supply for Army, which I really can't blame him. It's been working out for him so far. This base on the way for Guru, and we're not sure if Zanster can... No, Zanster trying to be sneaky, but getting caught out of position by Guru. Guru is sneaking around, seeing exactly where those Roaches were coming from, and Zanster heads back on home. A small group of Ravagers hanging out. I suppose they could try to kill that Overseer if they wanted, but Overseers are fast. Movement speed 4.72. So zippy, should be able to dodge no problem. Roaches come in and finish what they started. They immediately go after the Spine Crawler first, kill all of the workers at this base, and then go to town on that hatchery. Zanster's Roaches are trying to respond in kind. Another big attack down here. Roaches on top of a bunch of Ravagers. Guru losing a lot of stuff here. Wow, just getting right on top of those guys. Reinforcing guys for Guru, heading down from the south. Big attack. Guru supplements his army, trying to come in to kill this base. And Guru trying to kill all these Roaches first before he goes after this hatchery. Another attack up here. I'm not sure how these guys are doing both of these battles at the exact same time, but it looks like Zanster is going to win this battle, and Guru manages to win this one, including killing the hatchery. Very, very nicely well played indeed, but I think these Roaches are stuck. Lurkers burrow on in on all the areas they could possibly retreat to. Guru taking shots from those spines, from Roaches, from Ravagers. Slowly taking them all down there. Lurkers heading on out to what? I thought they were going to head off this army, but instead they're heading out towards Guru's base. Is this going to be a Lurker base race? I do not know. You'll notice there, if you're moving, you have a pretty good chance of not getting killed by a Lurker, especially moving across this way, because they will attack where you were, not necessarily where you're going to be. So Lurkers burrow themselves to attack this base and this base simultaneously. Amazing zoning there. Small group of Lurkers does get spotted by Zanster. No, Zanster does not spot that at all. These Lurkers have still not been cleaned up. Guru could lose both of these bases. Zanster moving around from the bottom side. Going to go ahead and catch these guys here. Once again, Zanster, not sure if he likes the terms of these engagements. He does burrow one of his Lurkers, Corrosive Bile, splashing on top of it, but it is still alive with a single kill. Spining everything it is able to do so, but Guru just has too much here. Gonna clean this all up. Reinforcing Roaches again, forced to retreat. These Lurkers kill this hatchery and this hatchery. Wow, 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 wow. Double expansion denial from those Lurkers. These guys are still here. Again, not in the greatest position. And finally getting cleaned up for their trouble. They, what, 2 and 3 kills each. Not the most effective I've ever seen. So, once again, what are our mining bases here for Guru? He has this gold base, he has this base, 49 to 49 total Harvesters. This base is being replanted by Zanster. This base is up and running. 11 drones are technically here, although I'm not sure where they are. There they are, transferring down from the north. And Zanster heading up with a smaller group than I think he has had for a while. These Lurkers did their job, although they should probably get off their tails and get up and start trying to kill something else. This base is under a lot of stress right now. Guru is going to lose this. Zanster throwing all of his Roaches at it with their +2 missile attack, and instead coming on up for this battle. And the Lurkers are burrowing. Yep, now trying to take out this gold base. Lurker spines on Lurker spines, and it looks like Zanster might hold the day. Or at least kill this hatchery. Where are the... Just going for a base race is Guru. He says, fine, you take this base. I'm going to send my Roaches down, take out one of your hatcheries, and let's see how much you like it. So the gold base does end up falling. Broodlings might be able to kill this Ravager, and they do. Broodlings, man. Better than you would expect. A full drone evacuation to the left side. Roaches and Hydras taking down this hatch. Guru moving on with murder on his mind. Gonna try to get up here and kill a queen, and absolutely one-shotting that queen. Reinforcing Roaches, getting caught in the open is not what they want at all here. Guru losing 25 workers in the last couple minutes, 53 to 28 now. Guru is definitely in the loss column there when it comes to worker count. Not in the lead at all. Quick drink there. Meanwhile, Lurkers are here laying waste to this particular area. Every Roach that comes up for Guru getting caught up by these Roaches. Drones for Zanster actually heading on into this base. What on earth are you guys doing here? Is he... Oh, Zanster expanding to this gold base. What BM? Indeed, from Zanster. Setting up Lurkers in defensive positions. Has his roaches here as well. These drones hiding in the corner. And here comes Guru taking out some of these transferring drones that are trying to get up to the safety of their new gold base. None of them are going to make it, though. More drones. Heading on out. All those bases are under lockdown for Zanster. What an absolutely insane game is this? Roaches just dancing around trying to find these drones so they can actually kill them. 21 to 35 workers right now, but I don't know where Guru's workers are. Where are those things? Units tab, drones. Oh, are they all in this mineral patch? They're all in this one mineral patch. That's hilarious. All right, Guru says, I got to make this work. I'm going to come on up, but there are Ravagers, there are Roaches, there are Lurkers on this high ground doing 36 damage to armored units. Which Roaches are? I don't think Guru can get up here. I think it's better. He has a better bet. Just go ahead and killing everything that's left for Zanster. There's really nothing to defend it. These drones are just running for their lives. Not really able to do much by way of harvesting because there aren't many mineral patches available. There is actually a bunch of mineral patches here. This base is technically still alive. Those drones could go there, I think. Although, again, with the Overlord spotting it, Roaches would probably come and try to kill them as soon as they showed up. Corrosive Bile being thrown down, trying to kill these Overlords. Can't quite do it, though. Is that a Changeling? Yes, Guru has a Changeling. Checking out exactly what's going on. These guys are mining. The income tab right now is about 700 to 100. 33 to 20 harvesters. Zanster looking good. He's actually getting that mineral income, while Guru is not as much. Drop Lord here just hanging out, making sure this base does not get replanted. And here we go. Guru taking a base over here where he can move all of his drones as they do transfer on over. They're being defended by spine crawlers and pretty much the rest of Guru's army. Very low econ right now, though. Guru, I'm not sure if he wants to actually attack into this. I think he really wants to bait Guru into his Lurkers instead. Another base here for Zanster. Taking these left side bases, man. Really trying to make it happen, and it's really paying off quite a bit. These guys are getting mined out, but he has a nice, full, healthy patch of minerals here. This is also mining, oversaturated, but definitely mining and catching up in that mineral income is Guru. Production tab shows more Roaches on the way for Zanster. Creep spread being the word of the day for Guru. And actually getting some drones in here to start mining. Might as well, says Zanster. I don't think this army is going to risk heading on out clear across the map to try to kill this. Although maybe just 1 or 2 Roaches would do. 18 out of 16. Again, oversaturated. This is oversaturated, but when this finishes, perhaps 3 drones moving over. It won't be too bad of a thing. Drone could probably end up taking this base, but with the Overlord scouting it, hard to do so without Guru recognizing what is going on. It's 106 to 82 total supply. Army value, 2,000 minerals, 700 gas here for Guru. Zanster has 2,300 minerals as well, 1,700 gas. So definitely more gas heavy. Both have, no, it looks like Guru has his +2/+2 now. And resources lost tab again, telling a fairly even tale as well. Fuelings coming in, finally finish off that hatchery. Broodlings trying to get their revenge, but I don't think, oh, actually killing a couple of those lings. Interesting, interesting. For sure. So both players aren't feeling very aggressive right now. Lurkers are here. Changelings are ready to move on in. But taking a base again is Guru. Showtime with bases. Not Showtime. Woo! Zanster with bases here and here. This base technically still running. Still getting gas from this base. 500 gas remaining from that Vespene geyser. Anything going on here? No, there's not. Anything going on here? No, there's not. There's a queen. But that's about it. And yeah, all these extractors are also completely out of gas. 0 gas remaining. Long distance mining here is Guru because he feels safe enough to do so because most of Zanster's forces are down in this area. Roach Warren has been replaced. All these drones have nowhere to mine anymore. They need to be moved out eventually to go somewhere. I guess they could go to this base. Just about to finish. This base is done. So we'll see where they go. A drop lord full of Roaches. And exactly what I thought Guru needed to do. Just come in and start killing bases. Try to make Guru be revealed. I suppose, at least know exactly where he is. Kill his tech structures. Exactly. Going after this Lurker Den. Guru also trying to kill this infestation pit next. I'd have to assume Roaches find this base. And a couple of Ravagers for Guru. Pushing on up here, however, is Zanster crushing through the static defense. Getting rid of the spine crawlers. And heading north to, again, one of the only mining bases for Guru. Where is his army? Desperately sprinting home, trying to save this base. Roaches are killing drones all over the place here. Small group of roaches and a Ravager getting turned away by those Lurkers. Again, these roaches scuttling forward as fast as they can, but so many drones are being killed here. It's 38 to 39 total harvesters. A single roach shows up, but it is not enough to slow it on down. And is this enough is the question, Guru? Indeed it is. Zanster spending his time trying to kill workers instead of trying to defend himself against these roaches, and instead the AI takes over. And all those roaches get cleaned on up. 2 roaches here for Zanster. They should be killing workers, but once again, they are focusing down that hatchery. And 2 roaches show up, and it looks like a little bit better micro there from Zanster, taking 1 out. Maybe getting another one. It's going to be very, very close. And they do get another one there, huh? So 98 to 145 total supply. Zanster looking pretty good. This army looking very, very nice, especially with the Lurker composition. Zanster fully mining here and basically fully mining here. About 7 harvesters. Probably should do a bit of a transfer from this base rather, but that's a-okay. His attention is elsewhere. The APM for these guys over about 250 for both of them. Currently over 200 and 400 right now for Zanster. Pushing on up. Roaches and Ravagers chasing these guys on back. Queens coming in to lend their support, but I feel like Zanster army value a little bit too high right now. Corrosive Isles being thrown on down onto the ground. More roaches coming in for Guru. Does Zanster want to do this? Not without Lurker support, I don't think. He's going to try to get the Lurkers burrowed on top of this ramp. Can he do it? He can't really find an area in which to make this happen. Moving forward, though, is Zanster with his roaches and his Ravagers. The Lurkers burrow, not much killing much of anything except for these reinforcing roaches, which I guess is doing their job. Transfuse is trying to keep everything alive here for Guru, but pushing forward, Zanster just has way too many roaches, way too many Ravagers, and that's it. A GG from Guru. Zanster calls the GG. Guru's defeated. Zanster's victorious, and Guru has left the game. Well, that's our weekly ZVZ. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, I really think what it came down to was Zanster was able to hold on to his bases a little bit longer than Guru was. Guru lost this one. It was on 3 bases for quite a while there. Just economically couldn't keep up with what Zanster was doing. Zanster had Lurkers to allow him to defend his bases and re-up his macro to where it needed to be. And in the end, I mean, it was 27 roaches, 8 Lurkers, and 5 Ravagers left for Zanster. So again, pretty strong army. Resources lost tab shows about 70 drones were lost for Guru. Hard to win a game when you lose 70, although he did end with more than Zanster in that particular match. So well played to both of these guys. Again, I really hope you enjoyed it. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.